Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronk. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. His return starts at the 5. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 38. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Olave. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one's complete over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They go play action on 1st. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here to start. Looking slant route, complete. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Purdy on first down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He put some juice on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco. They're out to try and tack on the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he works this one up to the 11-yard line. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On third down, Purdy finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They put a receiver in motion right. Purdy setting up that play action. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Brought in, inside the 20. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Chris Olave with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. First down throw by Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over. Again,
it's Cook. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds Hyatt. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
And you're going for this. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The drive picks up here, first and 10. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Another one for Cook. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. That's caught at the 4. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Able to find Jones. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Saints. with the football. Third and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. First and 10.
Ready? Go.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
79 Broncos, 19 Lions.
From the 33 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Set. Trap 60, trap 60. Track 60.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. So the big play gets them just beyond midfield. It's first down. Here's a give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go, set.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Big Lion. Here we go. Here we go. Hup.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Alert. Alert. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Check. Hurt. Let's go. Go.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Warrior 70. Get up.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. Cook gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up. They'll run here from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have third and 2. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. They'll try and throw it here. Hits him on the out route. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
They'll run here on first down. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Saints start the second half with some needed points. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go!
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Motioning left is their running back. Hyatt with the grab. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy on first down. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has it downfield working the left. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 13-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Hits his running back. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Setting up a throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Into the hands of Olave. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now within the fourth. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Now they'll try the extra point again. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. He beams one deep right side. They did it. He made the interception. And the Saints have some new life in the 4th.
I I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look.
There it is! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints now trailed by just a point in the fourth. So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
79 Bronco. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. Ready.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw it. Catch made over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, smash.
Running back sent in motion.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. Viking 18, Warriors 70. Hey.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Touchdown, San Francisco! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This is complete to Olave. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Saints down by 7.
Let's go now.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Hit some space around midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
He'll look to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Big gain downfield. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
For San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Olave with the catch. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second and 10 now. Able to find Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. To throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.